Hello, Buddhas. Today I'm going to summarize a 6.5-hour audiobook into 6.5 minutes. Now, Buddhas, before we get started, down below in the doodly-doo, I've got links to tutoring and I've got links to a playlist with over 150, almost 200 Buddha Billionaire videos that you can binge watch to accelerate your spiritual awakening. Now, the Master Key System. I believe it was a combination somewhat of Napoleon Hill's work and another fellow who I completely forget, but I'm doing this off the cuff and that's okay. I will link it down below. It's an incredible read. It's about a 6.5-hour audiobook and it really summarizes the idea of thought work. The premise being, you can labor physically, swinging a hammer, doing construction work all day long, and have a lovely life. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I have had labor-intensive jobs. I've been there, I've done it, I actually enjoy it, but I knew there was something more for me to do, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Or you can labor in thought. And there's more than one way of laboring in thought, because you can spend all day long criticizing and being negative and talking smack about people, but ultimately that's not contributing to the greater good in any way. It may make you feel great, Buddhas. I'm not denying the really juicy loveliness of really sticking it to the man, but you're better than that. You are way better than that. You are not here to just constantly complain about some guy over there or some girl over there who did you wrong that one time and oh no, the world is over. Give it a break. Instead, Buddhas, what you can fill your time with, which is free and fantastic and so much fun, you'd be shocked how much you get paid to do it. And that is masterminding. Now, masterminding is usually indicated as being a group activity, and that is a great thing, and if you can get a group together, and I'm working on putting a system together where we can have a group, well, that is a win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation for everyone involved. But Buddhas, you can do this on your own. You have 100% of the power to do you on your own, and what that is to actually think about the bigger picture. I did a meditation just the other evening where it was expressed to think bigger. And I was shocked actually at how small I was thinking. In that meditation on Soulstar Visions, Elle's channel, she talked about seeing the earth and how big do you see the earth, and the earth is so much bigger than you think it is. And to plant those roots and to have a tree and to really grow that essence. And I went from thinking of myself as a little guy sitting in a condo in Ottawa in Canada on planet Earth as like this little smuck, this little nothing with all these big desires, to imagining that me as that tree, instead of being this little like 20-foot tall tree in a city in Canada, to being a tree of absolutely gargantuan proportions, the size practically of the sun, where Earth itself is a Christmas ornament. And if you don't know what a Christmas ornament is, look that stuff up because it's kind of cool actually. Whether you are religious or not, Christmas is a good time here. Now, what is so important about that? What about the mastermind? How does that have anything to do with Christmas ornaments? Well, Buddhas, we are masterminding together by doing this content. We are thinking big. But if we're thinking about just a little planet and a little nothing here, then what are we actually accomplishing? We're accomplishing, but it's very small. So in expanding that essence of existence, expanding how far you feel that you reach and how much influence you have in a loving way, well, when you think loving, beautiful thoughts about how to solve problems or where you would like to be or living in the end of a happy earth, a safe earth, a disease-free earth, then you are really moving the ball for everyone. And that is the heavy work. That is the hard work. That is the labor of intense love of the gurus, of the shamans, of the everyone who want to bring peace and love and prosperity to every being on this planet. And I don't mean that in a Darth Sidious way. I mean that in an actually affluent, loving way. And when you start to really think big, really big, I'm talking gargantuan big here, beyond the scales of money big, then whatever you attract into your own life is going to be in proportion to that. You're an individual, and that is a beautiful, magical, fantastic thing. But ultimately speaking, you don't need to have trillions of dollars in your bank account to do nothing with. What would be amazing is if more loving and incredible people had trillions of dollars flowing through their businesses and flowing through their systems and flowing through their affluence, so that they could direct those funds to do the loving things that they want to do, to help the people they want to help, to live the life they want to live. But it's not necessarily about just hoard, me, I want to have $1 billion in my bank account, attack anyone that asks for money. That's not the point, Buddhas. And I've got 24 seconds left to finish this, and in essence what I'm going to say is so. Thinking is work. It's hard work. It's valid work. And if you are constantly thinking negative thoughts, you're bringing everyone down. And if you are constantly trying to elevate your thoughts and just thinking a little bit better than you did that time before, then you are doing God's work done. Now, Buddhas, because we've got an interlude here, I would just like to let all of you know that I believe that every single one of you who is in any way looking into self-development whatsoever in any sort is already on that path. The beginning steps have been taken. Give yourself a pat on the back. You don't need to binge anything except my playlist, of course. Binge my playlist all the time. But you don't need to just constantly watch self-help videos and affluence videos and how to make money videos and manifestation videos. They do help. It reprograms your mind and it really makes you think in this way that is loving and in a way that is increasing the affluence and the power of the entire planet. And please, don't stop cold turkey necessarily, but remember, this is just this aside at the end here because it's so important that you absolutely remember and appreciate and understand that you, fair Buddha, you are Buddha. You are the essence of all of us. Every single one of you watching this video, if you made it to the end here, because I know less people watch the ends, but this is where you put the really special bits. You are an incredibly powerful being. No matter what has happened to you in your life, no matter what is happening to you now, no matter the circumstance that you find yourself in or having had been in, you are ultimately both responsible for your life and capable, 100% capable. And not only just capable, but it's natural for you. It is your literally God-given power, if you want to associate to God or whatever or not, but that essence, that universal power that flows through all of us, you have that too. There is nothing different between you and between me. There is nothing different between you and between a billionaire, and you can pick your favorite billionaire or your least favorite, whatever you feel about that. Because at the end of the day, Buddhas, the one thing, the one secret, the only thing that really ultimately matters is to love yourself.